Hey everybody, welcome to Harmon Garage. I'm Aaron. We're getting down to crunch time on groundskeeper. I got about a month left to finish this truck. I'm still in the bodywork phase, and we've made a big change in plans. The outcome of the truck is still going to be exactly the same, still going to look exactly the same, and I know this is going to hurt a few people's feelings because of things, but we've decided instead of painting the truck, we're going to get it vinyl wrapped for multiple reasons. One thing, the guy that's going to wrap it for us said he can get it done in 1 to 2 days, and that's a lot faster than painting and wet sanding and buffing. Another reason is the cost for what it's going to cost for primer, sealer, paint, all the materials, all that. It's cheaper to wrap it than it is to paint it. It's going to give me more time. It's going to look the same. I've seen stuff this guy's wrapped and he does a phenomenal job. I still have to body work everything, but I don't have to get it as perfect sanding wise as I would if I was painting it. It's just got to be smooth and the vinyl will cover it. And yeah, so I know that's going to disappoint some people because a lot of people have been waiting for me to paint something, and it's kind of disappointing to me too because I've been looking forward to painting something. But don't leave, don't worry. I've got plenty of other projects and they're going to need paint. I'm going to paint something on this channel someday soon. So don't get discouraged if you've been waiting for a paint video. One will be coming. It's just not going to be on groundskeeper. So like I said, we're going to get it wrapped. It's going to look just as good, if not better, than me painting it. So with that being said, I already told you the doors are done, the fenders are done, the cab is done. And you may notice it's not in the shop anymore. The owner of the truck came and picked the cab and chassis up, took it, put it in his garage so it's out of the dust and the weather and everything until the wrap. Doors and the fenders are sitting over there in the paint booth, along with the cowl and the bumper trim piece, bumper filler. The hood, I've got to lightly sand it just to even out the primer, but other than that, it's ready to go. And the last thing I've got is the bed. So I'm going to get the sanding on the bed, get it sanded down. It has a few dings and dents in it. I'm gonna do the best job that I can, but once again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And like I said before, if this truck hadn't already been painted over the green, I wouldn't have body worked it at all. I'd have left all the dings and dents and stuff in it because at the end of the day, we're taking it back to its work truck status, and work trucks have dings and dents and stuff in them. So I'm trying to make it perfect. But if it's not, it's okay. I mean, that's the look that we want. We want it to look like an old work truck that's nice. So it's kind of here or there, however you want to look at it. But I'm going to do my best to make it look decent. The rest of the truck looks fantastic. And still going to be the exact same truck at the end of the day. Just wrapping it instead of painting it. But I'm babbling. I'm going to get to work. Time to start sanding on this bed. Okay, I'm not going to cut this all the way down to 80 grit like I did everything else. I'm going to put 180 on my DA, and I'm going to sand the entire outside of the bed. The inside's going to be bed lined, so we're not going to worry about it too much right now. We can deal with it after it's wrapped, but we're trying to get it in to get it wrapped here in about 3 or 4 days. So I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to do crap work or nothing like that. I'm gonna get it done right. I might have to put some extra hours in, but I'm gonna take 80 grit, smooth out everything that I can, and everything that I can't, we're gonna fill with filler, and then we'll sand it out with 80 grit, and probably go down to 320 still, and then it'll be ready to go. So here we go. Okay, I got this side of the bed pretty well sanded down, and there's a lot of chips that'll take a lot to sand out, so I'm just going to put a little spot putty in those. A few dings and dents up here on the bed rail, a few high spots. I got a few holes to fill. I got a pretty good dent here, I got a pretty good dent here, I got a dent here. I'll probably pull all three of those, but other than that, it's pretty straight. Mostly just paint chips, but I'm gonna take a little bit of filler here and fill my rough spots and keep moving along. I only sanded the one side because, for one thing, that DA vibrate in your hand, your arm goes numb after a while, so my arm needed a break. My compressor's been running non-stop for about 45 minutes to an hour, so it needs a break. So I'm just gonna work this side and then I'll go do the other side. As you saw in the time lapse, I got the filler put on. I screwed up. I got all the filler on the sides, and that's all I was gonna do because there's some holes up here that I wanted to weld up before I filled the top, but I got in a rush, I guess, or not a rush, but just a rhythm, and kept going, and I didn't do the holes. So I'm still gonna fix them. I'm probably gonna, well, I'm gonna have to grind all that filler back out, weld those holes up, grind them down, sand them out, put more filler on top of it if need be. But we're moving in the right direction. I've got about an hour, maybe an hour and a half in this side of the bed, which isn't too bad, because from this point all I have to do is sand the filler back down, not counting the bed rail, but all I gotta do is sand the filler back down, block it out, smooth it out, and this side will be done. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot some primer over the filler just to kind of seal it. But other than that, it's just sanding and finishing. So we almost got one side of the bed done. I'm gonna let that cure up for a little bit and get it sanded out, and then I'll update you guys when I'm done. All right, well, I got all the filler sanded out. I took the entire bedside down to 180 grit and sprayed some self-etching primer only where I put filler and where there was bare metal, just to seal it basically. So this side, I just sprayed the primer. So I'm gonna let it dry. I'll probably let it dry overnight because I got plenty of other stuff I can do today. But anywhere there was filler or bare metal got primed. I'll let it sit overnight and cure and dry and whatever else it wants to do. And then I'll come back tomorrow and I'll hit the whole bedside with 320. And that'll just blend that primer in with the rest of the paint, smooth it out. And luckily, not on purpose or anything, but it looks like I did the harder bedside first, because I came over here and looked at the driver's side, and you guys probably can't see nothing on the camera, but there's a couple dents up here on the rail and that's about all I see. This side doesn't have as many paint chips and bad spots as the other side. Looks like there's a little bit of damage down here I can pull out, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack this other bedside and see how far I can get on it. All right, well, I got this side all sanded down, got a few dents pulled, I got a bunch of chips sanded out and whatnot, and I got the filler put on it. So now I got to go back and sand it all down and get it smoothed out. I still got to go back and hit this just enough to smooth out the primer. Same with the hood, a couple small trim panels, but getting really close. We got confirmation with the guy on the wrap. Today is Wednesday and he's ready to wrap it Monday. So I'm gonna try to get all this sanding done today. Not gonna video a whole lot, just gonna sand. It's not a whole lot of excitement for you guys to watch me sand anyways. So I'm gonna sand. You guys hang tight and we'll get this thing ready to go get wrapped. All right, well, owner of the truck came over to help me sand some stuff down for a little bit. I got all the filler sanded down on this side of the bed. Took the whole bedside back to 180. Sprayed some primer on it, and primer feels good and dry, but the luck I've been having with primer curing, I'm gonna let that sit overnight. I'll come back tomorrow and hit that side of the bed with 320. Got the hood all the way down, smoothed out. It's ready for the wrap. Got our roll pin. I looked it over real good. It don't have any nicks or dents or anything like that in it, so I'm just going to send it over in the primer to wrap. We got the cowl piece touched up. It's ready. Bumper fill piece. I did some light sanding on the fenders. They're good, ready to wrap. Same with the doors, and the cab's been done. So other than about 45 minutes to an hour tomorrow, taking that bedside down to 320, I am finally done with body work on this truck, and it turned out great. I'm really happy with it, and I'm really ecstatic that I'm done with the body work. I had fun doing it, but sanding every day just got monotonous, and I'm just glad to be done. I'm looking forward to it going to get wrapped. While it's off getting wrapped, I have the core support, the inner fenders, the front bumper, the dash pad, stuff like that I'm gonna make videos on and that I'll fix up and whatnot. And then once it's done getting wrapped and I get that other stuff done, it's assembly time. Like we're ready. I got exactly 1 month left today to get this truck done for that show, and I think we're in pretty good shape. Assembly, I should be able to knock it out in a week, and that's doing everything right, taking my time. So yeah, I think I'm in really good shape. It'll still come down to the wire because it always does, but I'm happy with the progress that we're making. I'm happy with the way it's turning out, and so yeah. Also, I'm gonna start selling some t-shirts. This is similar to the style. It's got this. I got some pictures of the actual shirts, what they look like. I'll put them right now. And so I'm gonna have those shirts. I'm working on getting a website so we can order them and stuff. I just wanted to show them to you guys, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about them. if you like them, don't like them. And I got some new stickers and stuff I'm gonna put up there too. I'll show you guys pictures of those. And yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for this video. Sorry it's been so long since I put one out, but I've just been sanding and sanding and sanding. So I didn't really want to make 30 videos of just sanding on a truck body, because at that point, what's the point in watching anymore? So, but we got the body work done. Super excited for that. Thank y'all for watching. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you next time.